Hi, my name is Jaden, and I'm going to be doing my presentation on the Vienna Secession, which was also known as Secession Stil. This was an Austrian branch of the Art Nouveau movement that began in 1897. I ended up choosing this style because it represented a bold break from traditional academic art and also focused on uniting painting, architecture, and design under one modern vision. In this presentation, I'll explore three key points, those being the passionate leaders who shaped the movement, the methods of which they used to promote this new art, and a gallery of my favorite works that show its unique beauty and innovation. First, we have the passionate leaders. So the Vienna Secession was founded in 1897 by a group of artists who were determined to break free from Vienna's conservative art world. At the center, pictured on the very far left, is Gustav Klimt. So his paintings represented emotional and artistic liberation. Next to him, we have Joseph Maria Albrecht, who was actually the architect of the Secession building we see on the very first slide. This gave the movement a home. It became a symbol of modernity and artistic freedom. Next to Joseph, we have Kallman Moser, who was a gifted graphic designer. He ended up unifying the group's visual identity through posters and publications, and alongside of them, we're not going to talk about him, but is Joseph Hoffman. He expanded the Secession's philosophy into architecture and interior design. This helped bridge fine art and everyday life. Together, all of them ended up forming a movement that reshaped modern art and design in the whole of Europe. Now, I cannot say their motto in German, but I can say it in English. That is, to every age, it's art. To every art, it's freedom. Next, we're going to cover the methods of promotion. So the Vienna Secession didn't just create new art, they built an entire system to share it with the entire world. Their magazine, Versacrum, pictured on the very far left, was both a design experiment and a manifesto. It blended essays, poetry, and visual information. The publication actually allowed the Secession's ideas to reach far beyond Vienna. Now, the group also ended up hosting regular exhibitions in their own building, and to promote these exhibitions, artists like Kallman Moser, Gustav Klimt, designed striking posters that united text and images in a clean geometric style. These designs helped define early graphic design itself and also gave the Secession a cohesive, recognizable identity. So on the far left, we have a magazine cover. Each individual magazine cover was created by a different artist, whether it was Gustav Klimt, Alfred Roller, Kallman Moser, or Egon Schiele. Each individual magazine cover was created by a different artist. Now we're going to jump into the works that I enjoy. First and foremost, we have Gustav Klimt's Avenue in the Park of Schloss Kramer. This captures the movement's decorative elegance while blending symbolic imagery with natural landscapes. The balance between the patterns and nature is quintessentially secessionist. Next to that, we actually have one of Kallman Moser's posters, being the 13th Vienna Secession exhibition poster, which demonstrates how the movement translated these ideals into graphic design. It has precise lines, it has geometric shapes, and a modern typography that show that the Secession was just as innovative in print as it was on the canvas. The next two arts we're going to cover are ironically from the same people, that being Gustav Klimt's The Kiss. This exemplifies the movement's fusion of pattern, gold ornament, and human emotion. The geometric robes and intricate detail reflect Secessionist design principles, while the intimate embrace conveys a timeless beauty. Then we also have one of Kallman Moser's magazine covers for Versacrum. This brings those same principles into print. It still has clean lines, it has very symbolic motifs, and a modern layout which illustrates the Secession's mission, which was to integrate art into everyday life and communicate its ideas to wider public. Now, the next two works are actually from different people. First, we have Alfred Roller's 1902 exhibition poster. This demonstrates the movement's clean geometric aesthetic, which applied to public communication as well. The bold contrast and precise lines made the Secession instantly recognizable. Every single one of the artists and posters have very good geometric, and they're also very bold and have precise lines, and it made every single artwork in the entire Secession very recognizable. Now, next to him, we actually have a very late poster by Egon Schiele, which shows a shift toward expressive energy, which reflected the movement's evolution over time. His dynamic lines and emotionally charged design do reveal how the Secession's influence persisted, even as modernism and expressionism started to emerge. Together, these two works demonstrate the range of the Vienna Secession in graphic design, from structured elegance to an expressive experimentation. Now, finally, we have our works cited and two extra works at the very end, those being Gustav Klimt's Beethoven Frieze from 1902 and Gustav Klimt's Sunflower in 1907. I really enjoy a lot of his works, and so that's why we put them at the very end, just to make sure they're also included. Thank you for listening and have a great day.